The message is gone throughout the earth, and the words to all the world. But I asked, did the people of Israel really understand? Yes, they did. Israel's prayer group is right behind the big chicken. For even in time of Moses, God said, I will rouse your jealousy through people who are not even a nation. I will provoke your anger through the foolish Gentiles. Gentiles was a decipher of male and female, sexual, and sex. And it talks about sexual relationship. Or it'll just say that your sex is male or female. But it'll also talk about sexual relationship. And later on, Israel spoke boldly for God, saying, I was found by people who were not looking for me. I showed myself to them who were not asking for me. But regarding Israel, God said, all day long I opened my arms to them, but they were disobedient and rebellious. God's mercy on Israel. I asked then, has God rejected his own people, the nation of Israel? Of course not. I myself am a Israelite, a descendant of Abraham, and a member of the tribe Benjamin. No, God has not rejected his own people, whom he chose from the very beginning. Do you realize what the sculptures say about this? Or the scriptures? Elijah, the prophet, complained to God about the people of Israel and said, Lord, they have killed your prophets and torn down your altars. I'm the only one left, and now they're trying to kill me. An altar is a museum of the ancients. And do you remember God's reply? He said, no, I have 7,000 others who have never bowed down to the bow of a ball. They never bowed down to the ball of the bow. It's a bow. It is not the same today, for a few people of Israel have remained faithful because of God's grace. His undeserved kindness is choosing them. And since it is through God's kindness, then it is not by their good work. For in that case, God's grace would not be what it really is. Free, undeserved. So this is the situation. You don't have to deserve God's grace or an idea of raw. That's God. It says, this situation, most of the people of Israel have not found the favor of God. They are looking for so earnestly. A few have. The ones God have chosen. But the hearts of the rest were hardened. As the scriptures say, God has put them in a deep sleep. To this day, he has shut their eyes so they do not see, and closed their ears so they do not hear. See no evil, hear no evil, say no evil. In a deep sleep, they slumber, like sleepwalking. Likewise, the Star of David in Bethlehem. This one was the Jewish sign, symbolic. Let their bountiful table become a snare, a trap that makes them think of it well. Let their blessings cause them to stumble, and let them get what they deserve. Let their eyes go blind so they cannot see, and let their backs be bent forever. Now, it's almost the exact same timeline of the Nazis. There's a symbolic sign, too. Shape of a star. Did God's people stumble and fall beyond recovery? Of course not. They were disobedient, so God made salvation available to the Gentiles. Again, that's sex. But he wanted his own people to become jealous and claim. It is for themselves. Now, if the Gentiles were enriched because the people of Israel turned down God's offer of salvation, think how much greater a blessing the world will share when they finally accept it. Israel turned down the blessing of God's offer and salvation. I am saying that all this especially for you, Gentiles. God has appointed me to the apostles, to the Gentiles. I stress this, for I want somehow to make the people of Israel jealous of you Gentiles have, so I might have some of them. For since their rejection meant that God offers salvation to the rest of the world, their acceptance will even more wonderful. It will be life for those who were dead. And now we got another one. A living sacrifice to God. And so, dear brothers and sisters, I plead with you to give your bodies to God because of all he has done for you. Let them be a living and holy sacrifice, the kind that he will find accepted under matrimony. This is truly the way to worship God and praise. Don't copy the behavior and customs of the world, but let God transform you. There are free gifts waiting for us that are essential to the recovery process. God's forgiveness, God's acceptance, God's powerful support. God makes it clear that we have been declared not guilty in the court of God. And it says, you have harvest deeds. It says, the law applies to the living. Everyone else is dead. You have to be living for the law to apply to you. And now we are back at the apostles.